welcome to my new series, Do This, Not That, Etsy Print on Demand. Today we are discussing 10 common things that people do wrong in their Etsy Print on Demand shops, and I'm going to tell you the right way to do these things so that you can scale your Etsy Print on Demand business. Let's get into it. Number 1, listing products. Many beginners make the mistake of choosing niches and products that are solely based off of their own preferences. While it's important to like what you're selling, it's equally crucial to research what's in demand. Do this. You're going to want to do product research before you even sit down to design for your products. There are ways to do this without tools. My favorite, easiest way is to simply go into Etsy, type in the Etsy search, your product, and see what's selling now. Look for things like bestseller, 20 in the cart, 100 plus reviews. These are all clues to let you know that a product is selling and that it is in demand. Outside of the Etsy platform, you can do product research on platforms like Pinterest. Again, go to the search on Pinterest and type in the product that you are interested in selling. You can also use Google Trends to see if the niche or the product that you're interested in selling is trending now or on the rise.
You can also use a tool such as EVERBEE. It's a Chrome extension and it shows up as a toolbar in the side of Etsy. And with this tool, you are able to do many things, but most importantly, you can make sure that items are in demand before you start to sell them within your shop. You can try this out for free by using the link in my description below. That was my do this, and here is my not that.
Do not just add whatever pops into your mind. I know when we all start, we think that we all have these grand ideas. Most of the time, they're already taken, overdone, oversaturated, or not in demand. I promise you, I was once there. I would get the best ideas and I would put them on shirts and put them in my shop and they would not sell. As soon as I flipped that switch and started designing products that were in demand and for other people, the sales started to fly in. When you just add whatever you want, it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. Not to mention, it's a waste of time and a waste of listing fees. Number 2 on the list is product selection. I know it is so exciting when you first find out about print on demand and all the products that there are to offer, especially if you're using a platform like Printify. They have so many items that you can choose from. They have t-shirts, sweatshirts, baby clothes, socks, lamps, pillows, shower curtains, beanbag chair covers, you name it, it's on their site. And it is so exciting because you're like, oh my gosh, I can create all these products and have a whole store selling all these products. This is so fun. Don't get me wrong, it is fun and it is so excited the amount of products that we can sell in our shop and continue to scale our shops. It's huge. But here comes my not that. You don't want to flood your store with all different products. You want to start slow. So choose 1 or 2 types of products. So for example, start with t-shirts and sweatshirts, get a grasp on that, start selling them, start seeing what your customers are liking, and once you have a grasp on that, then maybe start adding your best-selling designs to other products as well, such as tote bags and mugs. And once they start selling, then continue to add your designs to other products. But it's important to become an expert with 1 or 2 products first so that you know what you're doing, you know what your customers want, and then you can continue to scale your business with other products. Number 3 on the list, product image. Do this. Use high quality mock-up photos. Not that. Do not use the production partner's mock-ups. Now, let me be clear when I say this is primarily for apparel because I mostly sell t-shirts and sweatshirts in my shops. So I always say to make sure you're using a high quality mock-up that's aesthetically pleasing to the eye, because you have to remember that Etsy is a window shopping app. People go to the app, they type in the search what they want, and they are browsing through the pictures. They're not looking at your titles or anything like that. The first thing they see is the product image. So when they browse through, you want yours to be aesthetically pleasing and you want it to touch that person. You want them to click on it. And as soon as that person clicks on it, you 90% have them because they clicked on your listing out of all the other Etsy listings. I get all of my mock-up photos from Etsy. So for example, I mostly use Bella Canvas 3001. So I go to the Etsy search and I type in Bella Canvas 3001 t-shirt mockup and a bunch of mockups will appear for me. I choose one that's aesthetically pleasing. Purchase it, you download it, and you can use it over and over again. Now, if you are selling products like lamps or pillows, Printify actually has some really nice mock-ups for their home decor section. So I wouldn't worry about purchasing new mockups if you're doing home decor. As you can see, these mockup photos look really nice, and you're not going to find many options of mockups for these on Etsy. Number 4 on the list, Etsy ads. A lot of beginners when they start out think, I'll just get my shop rolling by putting some ads on my new listings. Do this. You're only going to run ads on things that are already selling organically. That means that people have bought your item solely from the SEO that has brought your customers to your listing. Now you know that your SEO is working. So when you put an ad on that listing, Etsy's going to continue to push that item to those keywords when people are searching for them. It's like fueling the fire. You are just adding more to that fire. Etsy's going to keep pushing it out, and you're going to keep making sales. And here is my not that. Do not run ads on everything in your shop because you're going to waste your money. Like I said, if it's not selling organically already, then Etsy's going to be pushing it out to the wrong keywords, and you're going to be wasting your money. It's like you're going to be fueling that fire with your money instead. So be very careful. I know people who have lost thousands of dollars from Etsy ads. Don't let that be you. Number 5, be original. Etsy is beginning to be flooded with the same designs, and while this used to work in the past, it's oversaturated now with the same designs. So in order for you to stick out and scale, you need to create your own original, unique, beautiful designs. So here's my do this. After you find out what's in demand, you're going to create your own designs that align with that niche. Yes, of course, gain inspiration by scrolling through the Etsy search and seeing what's already selling, but be sure to still be original. If people are shopping in that niche and you came up with a really cool design to go along with it, people are most likely going to buy yours. It's going to stand out amongst all the other same listings. How you can do this, see what's selling, see the best sellers, and then make your own twist by tying in different aesthetics, different font styles, different themes, cross-niching. And don't let this overwhelm you if you have difficulty designing on your own, like many do. It's okay. You can use a platform like Fabrica. They have hundreds of thousands of designs that are for print-on-demand usage. And here is my not that. Do not copy others. When you do this, you are competing with bestsellers, and yours is just simply not going to sell. The bestseller always wins. And on top of that, you're going to get copyright infringements and potentially your shop shut down. Number 6 on my list is pricing your products. Do this. Choose a profit margin that you feel you deserve. For apparel, I tell people to shoot from anywhere from $5 to $10 profit. Personally, I go for an $8 to $10 profit. Don't be afraid to price your products higher. There's a large demographic shopping on Etsy. If you have the right product matched with a really nice design, people are going to buy it. If you're confused on how to get a perfect profit margin, you can use the EVERBEE Profit Calculator. This helps you plug and play until you get the perfect pricing for your product and the perfect profit margin for you. Link below to try this out for free. And my not that is, don't try to be the lowest price on Etsy. That's not fair to you, and that's not fair to other Etsy sellers. One, you're not going to make any profit. You might even lose money. So why are you even doing this? Have faith in your products. I'm telling you, if you have a nice design, people are going to buy it. That's why they're on Etsy. They're looking for something that they align with and they're excited to purchase. It's not going to matter if it's $1 or $2 more than the one that's uglier next to it. They're not going to say, oh, that one's $2 cheaper, but it's uglier, but it's $2 cheaper, so I'm going to buy it. No. If you have a nice design and they want it, they're going to get it. Number 7 is designs. Do this. Create unique designs that are not already saturated in the market. If you use a site like Fabrica, make sure that you are tweaking your design. So you are downloading a design from Fabrica, you're pulling it into a platform such as Canva, and you're adding other elements to it. You're changing the colors, you're changing the font style. You're making it your own original design so that you can stick out among other Etsy competitors who may have just taken that Fabrica design and put it on their shirt trying to sell it on Etsy. We need to find ways to stand out among our competitors. And here's my not that. Don't just download a Fabrica design, slap it on a mockup, and think that it's going to sell, because it's most likely not going to. I know all the designs on Fabrica are beautiful, and some are way better than you might ever be able to design. So you might be thinking, wow, this is great. I'm going to make so much money. I'm just going to download all of these as fast as I can and put them on mockups as fast as I can and list them as fast as I can and start making sales as fast as I can. It does not work like that. Trust me, I tried it in the beginning. I was so excited when I stumbled across Creative Fabrica, and I was like, wow, this is it. It's gonna save me so much time. And guess what? Creative Fabrica does still save me so much time. I still find some really great designs, download them, tweak them a little bit, and then put them in my shop, and they sell. So it still really is a great option if you're not great at designing, or two, you're like me and you have kids, or you have a job and you're busy and you don't have that much time to design. Creative Fabrica is the way to go. By the way, I have 10 free downloads for Creative Fabrica if you want to try this out in my description below. Number 8 on the list, niches. Do this. You're going to add a bunch of different niches in your Etsy shop. Now, there's different conflicting information out there about this. I want to preface this by saying I don't think there's one way that's wrong or one way that's right, but what I have found success with is by adding all different niches to my Etsy shops. I look at it as the more fishing poles, the more fish. And the average Etsy seller is not even going to your Etsy shop, believe it or not, because remember, they are typing in the search what they are looking for, and your listing will pop up amongst all the other Etsy listings that are using those specific keywords that were in your listing's title. So most of the time, if people like what they see from that one listing, they're clicking on it and they're checking out. It's very rare that they go to your shop to see what else you are selling. I would say start with a couple different niches. Don't overwhelm yourself. Start designing in them and see which ones start to sell. If a niche starts to take off, you want to dive into that niche and add more listings from that niche, using similar SEO to drive that same audience to your shop. Once you get that rolling, then dive into other niches and repeat that process. Here is my not that. Don't limit yourself to one niche. This does work for some sellers. However, like I said, I have found the most success by offering many different niches in my shops. Consider each listing as its own storefront. Number 9 on the list is quality over quantity. This is something that I've learned and adjusted over the years. When I first started, I would list 20 to 50 designs a day. I was doing less research and more just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing if it sticks. Now, this did work. One, my design skills got really good, and 2, I was in many different niches, and 3, I saw exactly what did not sell and I saw exactly what sold out of thousands of listings. But I want you to do this. I want you to focus on the quality of your designs, see what's needed in the market, maybe add different variations to your product. So for example, if you're selling sweatshirts, think about adding sleeve prints to your sweatshirt. Some of Printify's print providers now offer sleeve prints, and they are trending right now. This can be applied to any niche that will quickly help you scale your business because it is needed in the market right now. I actually have a sleeve print tutorial linked below. Aside from sleeve prints, think about doing a pocket design or back of the shirt or both. You need to take your time and really research before you sit down to design. And my not that is, don't throw up a bunch of products. You're going to waste your time and you're going to waste listing fees. Number 10, consistency. This sounds really easy, but it's actually one of the hardest parts of being an Etsy print on demand seller, especially in the beginning when you're not seeing those sales coming in yet. By the way, the average Etsy seller, it takes 3 to 4 weeks to make their first sale, so hang in there. I want you to do this. Start today if you have not started yet. In my description below, I have a free print on demand to freedom course that's literally going to hold your hand through the entire process. It's click by click, step by step. It's going to help you sign up on Etsy, sign up on Printify, sync the two, get your first listings up, listing multiples, etc. So much, so much. It's basically a course compiled of all the questions I get on here, so go check that out. I also want you to give it your all. Be all in or all out. You need to be in your shop at least once a day. You need to be adding listings, replying to customers, research other shops that are doing well, practicing your designs, watch other YouTube videos on print on demand topics, listen to mindset podcasts. These are all things that I did to help me succeed, and I did them every single day. Did I have all the time in the world? No. I did this all in the pockets of my time. As a full-time teacher and a new mom, I still made it work. And my not that for this is don't ever give up. I hope this Do This, Not That series helped you. I'm going to be making more series like this. For example, Do This, Not That TikTok shop print on demand, do this, not that, how to break through saturated niches. I have a whole running list. I'm really excited for this series to get going. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a like, comment any questions that you have below. It helps me create further content to help you guys. Subscribe so that you don't miss any future content, so that I know that you watch this video till the end. I want you to tell me what your why is. Why are you starting this business? And I'll tell you what mine was and still is and always will be. My why is always financial freedom, time freedom, so that I can live life where I want, whenever I want, with my family. If you have a strong why and you think about that why every single day, you're not going to give up. Do this for yourself, go make yourself proud, and I'll see you in the next video.